welcome back to Sensibly Frugal Living, and welcome back to part 2 of the big clean, the back to school clean, although this one isn't really a clean, it's a declutter. As you can see, we have repainted my son's bedroom. Well, my husband painted it, he wouldn't want me to take the credit for that. But that meant all the furniture had been pulled out, skirtings wiped, cobwebs gone, everything hoovered behind, so the deep clean had already happened, and we gone from blue to white. It is actually white. We're going to stay with the white. We're just going to accessorise because my son changes his mind about posters and things all the time. But we do need to go through his wardrobe and his sports box. So first off, I actually go through all of his sports stuff. Most of it still fits him. I just wanted to see what was in there. And we found some things we've forgotten about, his scarves and things. And I found a top that was too small for him that is going to go on Vinted. We keep a basket and don't hang it up in the wardrobe. I know it looks messy on the floor, but it just works out easier for me to clean and wash the football kit, and we know where everything is. It's all in one place, so on a Saturday morning or a Sunday when there's matches, we can just grab things out. Being organised doesn't always mean being pretty, being aesthetic. It just means being practical and rolling with what works for you. So I've sorted everything out, I'm just plopping it all back in, and like I said, I've got one thing to sell out of this basket, so that's a bonus. The cupboard is a different story. He has many trousers and shorts that just are too small for him, because even though he's 7, he is actually in 8 to 9 clothes because of his height. He can get away with 7 to 8 tops, but not in trousers really. So I'm flying through, I'm keeping shorts in one pile, and I'm using the dish bowl. I've shown that I've used dish bowls for storage in the first video actually, but I use it because they were cheaper than buying storage boxes at the time. Probably still are if you get your dish bowls in Poundland. I find they're very good for organising things in wardrobes, especially things like underwear and socks and things. So the trousers are gone in the dish bowl and the shorts are piled up beside, and now I'm going through to make sure he's got enough long sleeve tops, he's got plenty of t-shirts, getting rid of anything that's too small or a bit stained, and putting all the jumpers together. Not only is it good to declutter stuff, but it's also good to know what is in there. So I know he has 2 shirts that would do for parties and any event really. He's got 2, and I also know now that he's got plenty of Christmas stuff, and he could do with a few more long sleeve tops if I come across them. I'm not going to go out of my way to buy any more, but if I see any in the charity shop, I'm going to pick some up for winter. And I also realised how many second-hand school jumpers he actually has, so I'm really happy with that, because some of them are slightly bigger, so he's got growing room, which is brilliant. It was nice being able to do this now the kids are back at school by myself without someone looking over my shoulder and telling me, oh, I wear that, I'll keep that, when he hasn't worn it in like 6 months. But I did ask him about the sports top, made sure that I was allowed to sell it on Vinted, because it's one of those that is a bit tight, but he might still want it, but he said no. And as I've said before, anything I put on Vinted is going towards my Christmas fund and my daughter's birthday fund, so I'm trying to grow my Vinted balance and list anything we don't want that's in good condition. This drawer had all his winter sort of pyjamas and some Christmas tops in it, so I thought, you know what, I've got room on the hanging rail, so I was going to put the Christmas tops up, and the pyjamas always go at the front of this wardrobe. I don't know why, it's just where they go, so that's where I'm keeping them. The rest of it is all stuff that's too big for him, and the bottom drawer is everything that's too big for him. I do have a little peek in there, but I didn't long go through that when I was looking for school uniform, so I know everything in there is too big, but I like to keep things that are too big if they're given to me. A lot of this stuff was given to me, and you know, he's going to grow into it one day and it's going to save us money. I am going to make some lavender bags to go in all of our wardrobes. I'm only going to sort mine and my son's wardrobe out in this sort of series because my husband's done his already, and him and my daughter don't want their wardrobes being filmed, and that's absolutely fine. But I got a very good deal on lavender from Vinted, like dried lavender, and you know, I'm going to make some lavender bags for our wardrobes, and I'm going to make some as potential gifts for Christmas. So here's what we've gotten rid of. The only thing I'm selling is the black top, everything else is going to be donated. So thanks for watching today's video. It may not have been a deep clean, but a mini declutter, but nonetheless we're getting on top of this house, so I'll catch you on the next video.